Hey, go ahead.
Naririnig po?
Yes, ma'am.
Ito, wait lang po. Okay po. Good morning po sa lahat. Ang aking pong report is performance metrics for local administrations. Performance metric for local administrations is effective governance at local levels relies on establishments of clear and measurable performance metrics, also known as key performance indicator or KPIs. These metrics serve as benchmarks for assessing the effective efficiency and impact of local government initiatives, programs, and services. This is the established key performance indicator, which is provide a clear framework of measuring and monitoring performance. KPI should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, or time-bound, but also called SMART. Effective tracking of progress and identifying areas for improvement. And last, to enhance the accountability and transparency in the governments and administrations. Ito po yung mga characteristic ng effective KPIs. Ito yung sinasabi nilang SMART. S is stands for specific goal is clear, ambiguous, and focuses on the topic or area. It's well as defined as easily understood. M for measure goals that definable, endpoint that are quantifiable, or numbers or percentages that can be easily measured. A for achievable goals is one that possible to accomplish. You are able to reach the goal. Or for relevant goals is one of the help you achieve desired outcomes and it's important to them and the organizations. And T for time-based goal that has a scheduled completion date and time frame that you can be accountable to. Next po, here's the common performance metrics for local administration. First, service delivery. Andyan yung response time, customer satisfaction, completion rate. Sa financial management naman po, budget utilizations, ano pa ba? Revenue collection, cost per service, budget allocations, ayan. Sa infrastructure development naman po is condition index, water and sanitation access, electric and power coverages. Sa environmental sustainability, yung waste management, green space availability, and air water quality. Citizen engagement naman po yung public consultation participation, transparency and accountability. Next, employee performance, employee satisfaction, training and development, employer retentions. Sa safety and security naman po, andyan yung crime rates, disaster preparedness, and traffic congestion index. And last, the collaboration. Ito po yung public-private partnership, integrity cooperation, NGOs, and community engagements. Next po, continuous improvement through evaluation is to enhance efficiency, identify and addressing the inefficiency to optimize resource allocation. Next po, improve the quality of service, addressing the weaknesses to enhance service delivery and citizen satisfactions. Next, informed decision making, using data and insight to make informed decision. Next po, stakeholders engagement, engaging stakeholders in evaluation process to foster collaboration and ownership. And adaptability to changing needs, flexibility to adapt and respond involving challenges and priorities. And last, evaluation methodologies includes the quantitative data analysis, qualitative research methods, policymaker that can be informed decisions, allocate resources more efficiently, and optimize the impact of policies and program of the well-being communities. Next po, meron ako ditong LGU scorecard for local administration. Alam naman po natin na si DILG is to establish and prescribe rules, regulation, other insurances implementing laws and public order and safety and general supervision over the local governments. So naglabas si DILG ng isang scorecard which is na merong 8 keys area where LGU can contribute directly to the SDG or Sustainable Development Goals. Andyan po yung accountable and transparent LGUs, clean water, energy, sanitation for all, inclusive and quantitative education, good health and well-being, disaster resilient community, business investment promotion, peaceful, orderly, just community, and clean, livable environment. So, ayan po. Cover po siya ng 1,489 municipalities and 81 provinces and 145 cities. Okay po. So, the LGU scorecard to gauge LGU performance in governance. DILG introducing the innovation that seeks to gauge the performance of local government of the LGUs in the attainment of United Nations Sustainability Development Goals. The scorecard or target fits into the DILG performance management framework for assessing and recognizing the LGUs. Target aims to document the baseline data for governance and development aligned with the United Nations Sustainability Development Goals for 2016 until 2030. LGU scorecard can also help the respond the local anti-poverty, strategic planning, investment programming, and budgeting through evidence-based informations. And local communities with LGUs are given the power to decide on what priority projects should be implemented in their areas. So kasama po siya sa ating continuous improvement of local administrations. Next, impact assessment of policies and projects. Assessing the effectiveness and sustainability of local initiatives. Policies and projects is aiming to evaluate effectiveness and sustainability and initiative implemented. And through impact assessment, local government and regional administration can identify the success, challenges, and areas for improvements, allowing them to refine the strategies and allocate resources more effectively. Next, the sustainability assessment naman po is involved the evaluating factors such as resource use, cost effectiveness, social inclusivity, and resilience and to external shocks or challenges. Ayan. And last, the local government and the regional administration are responsible for implementing a wide range of initiatives from infrastructure project and social welfare programs, and impact assessment helps these initiatives are achieving their intended objectives while minimizing the unintended consequences. Here's the component of impact assessment. Baseline data, collecting the relevant data before the implementation of policy or project. Next, evaluation criteria is establishing a specific criteria to assess the effectiveness and sustainability. Next, data collection methods, using the various methods of collect data such as surveys, interviews, and quantifiable analysis. Next, analysis and interpretation, analyzing the collected data to determine the impact and outcomes. And last, reporting and recommendation, representing the findings and providing recommendation for improvement. Ito po yung aking mga references. At yun lang po ang aking report. Maraming salamat po.
Okay. So, as what our presenter mentioned, no, The governance and transparency are critical performance metrics for local administration in the Philippines, no? Because effective governance entails adherence to ethical standard, no, rule of law, and participatory decision-making processes. So, transparency involves clear, accessible information regarding governmental operations and decisions. So the Department of Interior and Local Government, or DILG, evaluates local government units through the Seal of Good Local Governance, or yung SGLG, which assesses areas such as financial administration, disaster preparedness, no, social protection, and business friendliness, no? So, financial management metrics assess the ability of LGUs to generate, no, allocate and manage resources efficiently. So indicators include revenue generation, budget utilization, and the ability to fund development projects. No, a high-performing LGU demonstrate robust revenue collection mechanism, judicious spending, and effective financial planning. So the Bureau of Local Government Finance, or yung BLGF, provides scorecards that track fiscal performance, ensuring that funds are used effectively to improve public services and infrastructure. The quality of public service delivery is a key metric, no, encompassing health services, education, sanitation, and infrastructure. So performance is measured through service coverage, no, efficiency, and satisfaction level among citizens. So programs like the Local Government Performance Management System, or yung LGPMS nila, assess how well LGUs deliver essential services, highlighting areas of improvement or for improvement. So high-performing LGUs typically exhibit well-maintained facilities, efficient processes, and high user satisfaction rates. So when it comes to social protection and inclusivity, no, social protection metrics evaluates how LGUs support vulnerable populations, including the poor, elderly, and persons with disability. This include programs, no, for social welfare, livelihood support, and emergency assistance. So effective LGUs, no, provide comprehensive social safety nets, no, and ensure equitable access to services. So the SGLG, no, includes criteria on social protection, pushing LGUs to create inclusive policies and programs that address the needs, no, of marginalized community. For the disaster preparedness and resilience, no, the Philippines is prone to natural disasters, making disaster preparedness and resilience vital performance metrics. So LGUs are assessed on their disaster risk reduction management and management, yung DRRM plans nila, emergency response capabilities, and recovery strategies. No? So the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, or yung NDRRMC, na lagi tayo nakaka-receive ng text, collaborates with LGUs to enhance their preparedness through training, no, infrastructure improvements, community educations, no, effective disaster management includes timely evacuation plans, adequate resource allocation, and syempre yung resilient infrastructure. When it comes to economic development and competitiveness are measured through indicators such as business environment, employment rates, and investment attraction. So LGUs are evaluated on their ability to foster a conducive environment for business growth and job creation. So the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, no, yung PCCI, and other business organizations often assess local economic performance, promoting practices that streamline business processes and support entrepreneurial activities. So another is the environmental sustainability metrics. No? This involves the assessment of local initiative to protect and preserve natural resources. And this include waste management, pollution control, and conversion efforts. So LGUs are evaluated on their implementation of environmental laws and effectiveness of their sustainability programs. So initiatives such as Ecological Solid Waste Management Act and the Clean Air Act guide, no, LGUs in maintaining ecological balance, ensuring long-term environmental health. And lastly, is the public participation in civic engagement. The extent of public participation in civic engagement is critical performance metric because This involves the inclusion of citizens in decision-making processes, encouraging community involvement in local governance. So mechanisms such as public consultations, meron tayong tinatawag na barangay assemblies, and participatory budgeting are used to gauge the level of civic engagement. Because I believe the effective LGUs promote active citizen involvement, fostering a sense of ownership and accountability among residents, which ultimately leads to more responsive and inclusive governance. As our presenter mentioned, the performance of local governance in the Philippines is multidimensional, involving governance, financial management, service delivery, social protection, disaster preparedness, economic development, environmental sustainability, and public participation. And this metrics collectively ensures that local government units operate efficiently, responsibly, and sustainably, contributing to the overall development and the well-being of their communities. So I think that's it for this topic.